Hey guys and gals, Malkuth 1974 back at you with another episode of our KSB Kerbalism Let's Play. So, I made some calculations and I made one fatal. Well, it's not really going to be fatal. We can fix it. We're not going to be able to go to the moon with our vessel we launched. Obviously, we can fly by the moon. It's all set to go. We could actually go to the moon. The problem is, you remember when I was worried about these fuel things right here, these fuel cells? Well, LH2O is not the same as our liquid fuel and oxidizer. This is liquid hydrogen and oxygen. And we have none of that on the ship. So we have no way to recharge these batteries while we're on the way to the moon. And the moon's going to take us let me see. I got it down to 5 days. Even if I cut this down, it would still be probably around 3 days before we got to Kerbin. And even with the emergency capacitors, these only have 80. The store charge is 800 on this one. The store charge is 800 on this one. We have a complete capacity of 900, which gives us, actually, maybe I actually thought those said 8. So a complete capacity, if we look at Kerbalism up here, let's kind of get rid of that. So this again is the Kerbalism thing, and you can click on your vessel, which is the Moonshot Mark 1, and it'll give you the vitals. We went over this before, but the battery life says 1 day, 1 hour. So since these give me these are 800, these are 800, and our complete battery capacity is 900, that means that we can get a complete probably 3 days out of using those capacitors. And like I said, if I could probably even go, see, it's not going to let me do another, because I can't do it. So I can't guesstimate, because I can't do these things early. So that's 5 days. I don't want to risk it. I probably could make it, because this is 2 days out. And then probably another 2 days. Yeah, so I'm saying it's about right. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring her home. And how we're going to do that is, let me see a second. And how we're going to do that is, I'm just going to go retrograde, and we're going to cut our time down again. So basically what I'm going to do is just like that. So that should cut us down to, that's not quite enough yet. I'm just going to cut it here. We want to get, it doesn't really matter. I do want to go pretty deep out there for I can get all of the stuff from out here. So we're 1 day, 3 hours. I'll have to use one capacitor. The only reason I want to do that is I want to get all the science. So, and I'm not going to bore you guys. We'll get the science together, so we can just kind of drive up here. I just have to pay attention to my my battery life here. So when I get to the highest AP here, we're going to grab what we can. It says I have 4 hours left. 3 hours. So here we are. We're at the farthest out. I'm going to actually use one capacitor now. So I'm just going to discharge it. Discharge. What that does is that recharges our battery. If we look here, we can see my electric charge going up. And we need to stop it now. Oh. Well, I guess I missed it. Oops, we wasted all that power. That's fine. So now we back to 1 day, 2 hours, and we'll have plenty to get there. And I'm also gonna grab some mystery goo here. We'll grab that home. So at least this mission isn't going to be a complete waste of time. Log pressure data. We'll keep that. Log temperature. We'll keep that. Don't I have other things on here? What's this? Oh, that's the pressure tank. Okay. Oh, I have 2 pressure datas on here. Oops, I gotta fix. Oh, I must have did. I wanted the atomic thing on there. Oh well. Yeah, I'll have to fix that next time too. I don't think I have. Oh, we can do a crew report. Crew report. Yep. And we still cannot disembark while off Kerbal service. That's not complex upgrades. Yeah. So there we go. So I'm just gonna get us back. Actually, I'm gonna make us before we actually can land. That's prograde. That's retrograde right there. So I'm going to bring my PE down to about... I'm going to bring about 9. That should land us there. Quick save it in case something crazy happens. And we're just going to go for it. So I'll get to the stage where we actually are landing, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, back in. We are pretty much landing now. Parachute's out. The heat stuff went fine. I just didn't really want to show it because I kind of want to get to the next mission, which is back to the moon. We're going to use Moonshot 2. At least we didn't lose any Kerbals on this because that would be a devastating hit to us right now. And I think I'm going to send Jebediah next time, so that'll be nice to have Jebediah working on that. There we go. Let's see if she can do a crew report here. Crew report. Yep. And she can also EVA out on Kerbal soil. And we'll get an EVA report, which will give us some more science. And I'll be able to board. And then we can go back just like that. There we go. Yes, yes, we know the crew's allowed. We're all good. So I got 91 science, which we can grab some more stuff. Let's go right into the science room and see what we can grab. 91, that means I can grab one of these or one of these. There's some good engines here. The one thing I would really like to grab, where I don't have to worry about anything, is solar panels. So I'm going to grab that. That'll solve our problem that we were having before. So I don't have to use that these things anymore. Let's do some modifications here to the ship. I'll reload it. Moonshot 1. First modification we need to make is remove this because we don't need an extra one of those. And I will put one of these. That's what I originally wanted on there. And there's nothing really else I can put on there that would be of use to me right now. And I will... What do we have to get? These will come off. I'm going to save the capacitors. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add... I'm going to do 4. Let me delete these. Now we'll just add 4. And I'm going to go to the move tool. I don't like them sticking out like that, so I kind of push them in a little bit. That's why they were like that before. There we go. Go back to the tool place. So that now we got 4 of those 800s in there. And I will also add some of these. And I'll kind of go like that. So now I don't really have to worry about power because the sun will give us power and we'll be all set. And I should have about the same amount. Yep, so we can do a shot. I don't really have to change anything on the moonshot for that. So we'll call this the Moonshot Mark II. There we go. So let's try this again. Let me change out the crew. Jebediah is in there because I did come back from a night's rest after the last time, so it's all a reloaded game. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to do the same amount of stuff, and you know what? I'm just going to get us into position of going to the moon like I had before, and I'll be right back. This part we should be fine. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. I have to keep messing around with this thing. Unfortunately, my keys and my I didn't realize this before, but the keys I have set up for uh, my recording device are basically the same keys that control the throttle on my on my ship. So every time I try to unpause the video, I light the engines of my ship. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do something with that. But anyway, here we are. We got a nice orbit of the moon, and we have a nice return trajectory, a free return trajectory. God, did I say that right? I don't know. We'll have to fix it when we get out to the AP up here to bring it closer to us over there. But we should be all set. And if we look at our supplies in the Kerbalism little thing here, you'll see that our batteries are perpetual, so that means they'll last forever as long as we have sun. The food is 10 days, the water is 10 days, oxygen is 43, nitrogen is 2 years, so we got plenty of all that stuff. And the longest we'll be out here is 5 days, but this will be shortened a little bit to like around 4 days maybe, when we take the PE down closer to the planet. So let's get our guy up here. So actually, we'll talk about it when we get out of here. Let's just get this guy up here, and we will come in as close as we can. By the way, we are pretty much outside the protective sphere of the planet, so we are suffering some slight radiation. We're exposed to moderate radiation right now, which is 0.02 rads. And if we look at my Kerbal, he's at 3% radiation. So it's not great, it's not good. So, but we're not going to be out here long enough for anything terrible to happen. Let me go to the ship, and we can see the moon there. So I'm going to save. Let me actually look. Observe mystery goo. What would it cost? It's 16. So I know for a fact that you get a lot more mystery goo the closer you are. This is high orbit we're in right now, and we want to run these right now at the closest to the moon as we can, for we're in low orbit and we get the most science. But we can do a crew report, so I'm going to do that, which is 12 science, and I'm going to do a bar meter, which is high over the moon, 16. So we'll keep that, and we'll do a radiation, which is another 16. I believe it's 24 when it's over the moon, close to the moon. And that is all she wrote for that. So now we'll have to wait until we get a little bit closer. I'm just going to use time acceleration to get us closer. And there we go. We are at the lowest point now. So I'm going to come out here. We're going to do another crew report. Which is 18 here. I'm going to keep that, and we'll do the mystery goo. Well, the science junior here, so I'll observe that. I think that's going to be like 90 or 48. That was a little bit off. We'll keep that. We record data, and we'll go over this again with Kerbalism in a second. I'm going to do the mystery and that, and we're going to keep data. So you guys are wondering, if you're playing default Kerbal Space Program without Kerbalism, you would need a special science device to actually save all these samples to your ship, but Kerbalism adds that automatically. So you would think that all the science data was still in the Science Junior and the Mystery Goo, but it's not. They're all actually stored as data. In this case, these are sample datas in the actual crew pod. So when we re-enter Earth, this burning up isn't going to lose us any science, because all the data is in here. So if any of this stuff blows up, we don't care. We just don't want our parachute to blow up, because that would be terribly misfortunate. So let's do a log this. That's 24. And pressure data, I'll do that. And log temperature, which is 24, which I thought they were. And we're back in the sun. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, you know what? This would be a nice picture. Let's see if I can do this here. I forgot what the default Kerbal to get rid of the there it is. The screen. Oh, that's nice. There we go. I think it's F1. If not, I'll do a screen. I haven't done a screenshot in Kerbal for a long time. Alright, so F2 to bring that back. So there we go. We went by the moon. We're here. We did what we can. We got enough stuff out here. So let's get back to Kerbin. And I'll bring this guy around. And we'll wait till we get to the AP because we won't have to use hardly anything. So like I said, we got 2 more days till we get there. But I'm going to close that down right now to... Let's bring this in. Hopefully I have enough fuel because I was doing all that other crazy stuff. Come on. I know you can make it. Yes. There we go. So 24. I'm going to bring it to 9 or so. That way, what was 8? 8's close enough. How much fuel? Oh, we got plenty of fuel. I almost probably had enough fuel to orbit, would be my guess, but we won't worry about that for a while. So there we go. We'll do that. I'll hit F5 in case I have an issue with the time acceleration here, not stopping in time. And there we go. Back on the way. Now we can actually, we'll witness this re-entry. I kind of cut the video short last time for we didn't have to kind of view it, but there we go. Oh, actually, you know what? That was probably not a good idea. Because... You know why? Oh, thank God. Alright. Just... Whoa! So that thing's disintegrating now. We are going to get a little HUD on this. This is what happened last time. A few of these... If we lose these things, it's not a big deal. But what we don't want to lose is the heat shield. We can hear everything blowing up above us. Something is getting hot, but I can't tell what it is. It might be this. I'm just going to kind of move the heat around a little bit. You got to kind of fight it with this pod. We have a lot of stuff sticking off the pod, so we don't want to have bad things. But the heat shield is definitely holding up. The blader is taking a lot of the heat for us. Something has gone again. Something just went. I don't know what it was. That would probably be the... I think I came in a little bit harder this time because we came in from the moon. Yeah, that was the mystery goo container that blew up. But that's fine because we still have all the data. I should actually start adding this stuff to just the ship because I was trying to kind of save money by returning these, but you know, what can you do? You can only do so much. But here we go. And we had a night launch and a night landing. So, awesome sauce. What are we at for the parachute here? Terrain altitude says it's 1,054 meters, but I don't know. No, it's not. I don't even know what that... No, we're landing over water. Looks like water, at least. We're at 6,000, 5,000. I don't like night landings because I have a hard time guesstimating. I'm going by this. But if you like landing over mountains and stuff, this is not always correct. So there we go, 2,500. I'm going to launch the parachute. Go. Parachute is opening right at 300 feet or so. We've got a complete opening, so let's bring this guy down. Good job, Jebediah. You got us home in time. Here we go. And touchdown. Let's see. Crew report, negatory. I might be able to do... Let's see if I can do some of these. Log radiation. Nope, I've done all that stuff. What about the environment? Lava probably. Yeah, I did all that. Okay, I was just checking. So let's recover the vessel. We should have a ton of science. I'm guessing in the 200 range. 250, maybe even 300 range. Which will be awesome. 243. That was good. That was good. That was good. Jebediah got a bunch of stuff. Let's get this stuff off of the thing. We can reclaim it, which will give us money. One thing I am going to do is, before we can do EVAs, I am going to upgrade the astronaut complex, which is going to cost us 75,000, which is fine. I can do EVAs now. If you look here, I can have 12 active Kerbals. Kerbals can perform EVAs. Kerbals on EVA can place flags. So that's all good because that's more science and more money for contracts and all that awesome stuff. We're also going to go to the research, and we're going to see what we can grab here. I still think we can save on that. We don't need that yet. There's nothing in this, and we do have a docking port, which we can do docking with, which might be an interesting thing to come up with. But we want to do a few more moon. I want to do a few more moon trips here. This is 90. What do we have in here? There's some more science stuff. It's not all that. I would rather almost get some of these fuel systems, like these external fuel ducts are awesome. So I'm going to grab that. And I'm going to grab these bigger engines. Do we actually have... I believe these are... Yeah. I'm not 100% sure. Let me grab these. And I think I'm going to grab... There's nothing else here. I'm going to grab these before I get the launch stability things. And I also get the strut connectors there. So there we go. I picked up everything. A little bit more. We can build a little bit better of a vehicle now. Let's see what my time is. 12. So yeah, so there you go, guys. We went to the moon. We got to the moon on our 4th mission. And talk about close paperwork. We have initiated a flyby to the moon. Blah, blah, blah. Awesome. So what else? What do we have for active? Nothing. Our archives have everything that we've done. So available, let's see. Conduct temperature surveys of the moon. We can do that. What would that pay? That's a nice payout. Measure temperature in space below 8,300 meters near a zone. Oh, so these are zone. Ah, God, I hate those ones. Position satellite orbital Kerbin. Position satellite specific orbital Kerbin. Put Kerbal in orbit for 30 days. That's no tall feat, because it would we could do the science data around Kerbin. How many can I have? I can have max 2. Explore the moon would be, they want us to orbit the moon and return. Yeah, we can do that too. So there we go. We got 2 missions that we'll gain some more science from. Next time I'll redesign our moonshot vehicle here to be a little bit better than what we have, a little bit more fuel efficient and all that stuff. So until next time, guys, this is Malkuth 1974. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you later. Malkuth, out of here.